What's up, guys? In today's video I want to talk to you guys about faith and works, because the Bible seems to be very contradictory at first glance about whether we're saved by faith and works, whether we're saved by faith alone, and just the two subjects as a whole and how they relate and even go together with each other. So I want to try and clear some things up about the two and how they go together, so stay tuned. So first things first, I want to point out a few things that seem contradictory at first glance. So the first verse is going to be Romans 3:20, and that is, "For by works of the law no human being will be justified in his sight." So that verse alone pretty plainly states that works alone do not justify us. So let me hit you with the second verse, which is Ephesians 2:8, and that is, "For by grace you have been saved through faith, and that is not your own doing, but is a gift of God." So that apparently states that it is not by anything we do, it is a gift of God alone that we are saved. So again, we are not saved by any works that we do. So let me hit you with something that seems to contradict that, and this will be James chapter 2 verses 24 through 26, and it says, "You see that a person is justified by works and not by faith alone. And in the same way, was not also Rahab the prostitute justified by works when she received the messengers and sent them out by another way? For as the body apart from the spirit is dead, so also faith apart from works is dead." So how do we reconcile these two? What does it mean that faith apart from works is dead? And also keep in mind that James and Paul the apostle wrote this, so it can also make it seem like God is giving a different message that seemingly contradicts himself. So that can also be a problem that can mislead people. So the key to reconciling these two is to keep things in context. Now, with all that being said, let me give you a bit of reconciliation between the two, and this is going to be James chapter 2 verses 14 through 26, and as you probably can tell, this is going to be kind of long-winded, so just bear with me. It says, "What good is it, my brothers, if someone says that he has faith but does not have works? Can that faith save him? If a brother or sister is poorly clothed and lacking in daily food, and one of you says to them, 'Go in peace, be warmed and filled,' without giving them the things needed for the body, what good is that? So also faith by itself, if it does not have works, is dead. But someone will say, 'You have faith and I have works. Show me your faith apart from your works, and I will show you my faith by my works. You believe that God is one, you do well. Even the demons believe and shudder. Do you want to be shown, you foolish person, that faith apart from works is useless? Was not Abraham our father justified by works when he offered up his son Isaac on the altar?' You see that faith was active along with his works, and faith was completed by his works. And the scripture was fulfilled that says, 'Abraham believed, and it was counted to him as righteousness, and he was called a friend of God.' You see that a person is justified by works and not by faith alone. And in the same way, was not also Rahab the prostitute justified by works when she received the messengers and sent them out by another way? For as the body is, apart from the spirit is dead, so also faith apart from works is dead." So in the correct context here, we see that James is simply comparing false faith to true faith. If we have true faith, then it will automatically lead to works. It's not that those works justify us in any way, it's just that if we have true faith, if we want to serve God with all that we are, then we will do that. If we don't have legitimate faith, then we won't bother to do works. So our works show our faith. They don't justify us, but they prove our true faith to unbelievers and to fellow believers who might doubt us or just in general. So what does it mean that faith without works is dead? It means that if we don't work with our faith because of our faith, people are not going to know we're Christians, that we follow Christ. So how can we lead them to Christ? Without works, people can't tell that we're any different than any other worldly person. So faith without works is dead in the sense that people wouldn't know that we are ambassadors for Christ if we don't have works to support that claim. The long story short, it's not that works save us, it's that works reveal our true faith. If we don't have works, we don't have true faith. Not because they save us, but because they reveal our true faith to others. So I hope this sheds some light on the subject, and I thank you all so much for watching and supporting. Be sure to comment anything you want and contact me on all my social media stuff. And as always, guys, I love you all so much, and God bless.